In the sprawling streets of Los Angeles, where the sun blazes over concrete and ambition, justice is a word tossed around lightly. Crime reports, traffic stops, and routine patrols blur into one unending symphony of chaos. But sometimes, in the most ordinary of moments, the extraordinary reveals itself. Naomi Brooks wasn't just another face in the city's endless crowd. A Homeland Security agent with a reputation for precision and courage, she moved with a confidence that only comes from years of facing danger head on. On a quiet street in downtown LA, a patrol officer spots a car, sleek, black, and parked just a little too close to a fire hydrant. Assumptions ignite faster than engines. A mistaken accusation, a snap judgment, and suddenly, Naomi finds herself staring down the barrel of suspicion. The city doesn't pause. People walk by, indifferent. But some moments demand attention. Some moments demand respect. And some moments change everything. This is the story of one woman, one badge, one act of courage that shattered doubt and inspired truth. A story where integrity isn't. The sun had barely pierced the downtown smog as Naomi Brooks pulled her sleek black sedan into a side street near the courthouse. Her phone buzzed incessantly, meetings, reports, intelligence updates, but she silenced it. Today, she needed clarity. Just a short drive, she muttered, taking a deep breath. Across the street, Officer Reed leaned on his patrol car, scanning parked vehicles with the precision of someone who had memorized every stolen car report in the last 6 months. His gaze fell on Naomi's car, shiny, immaculate, yet suspicious. "Morning, ma'am," Reed began, his tone neutral but firm. "License and registration, that car's been reported stolen." Naomi's brow furrowed. She had faced hostile crowds, armed suspects, and bureaucratic hurdles before, but this was different. "Excuse me?" she asked evenly, calm but controlled. "You think this car is stolen?" "Yes, ma'am." "Step out of the vehicle," Reed replied, his voice tense. Naomi's pulse quickened. Naomi stepped out slowly, hands visible, projecting authority with every measured movement. "I'm Naomi Brooks," she said, showing her calmest professional demeanor. "Homeland Security, you're making a mistake." Officer Reed's eyes narrowed. His years on the force had trained him to act on suspicion, not intuition. But something in Naomi's posture, in her calm precision, made him hesitate. "Homeland Security?" he repeated skeptically. "Let me see some identification." Naomi reached into her purse with deliberate ease and produced her badge. The golden emblem gleamed in the morning sun, reflecting a career built on vigilance and integrity. The tension in Reed's shoulders melted fractionally. Ma'am, Officer?" Naomi interrupted gently but firmly. "I understand you're doing your job, but this is my personal vehicle. Check the registration if you doubt me. My badge doesn't just prove who I am. It reminds you that truth matters." For a moment, the street was silent. Pedestrians paused unnoticed. The hum of traffic faded into the background. Naomi's unwavering gaze met Reed's uncertain one. "Look, I'm sorry," he said finally. "It's just routine, I guess. Stolen car reports, you know?" Naomi nodded once, her calm presence diffusing the charged energy. "I know. That's why I stopped. Routine checks are important, but assumptions can cost people their dignity. Remember that." Reed stepped back, lowering his hand from his holster. Naomi's voice had a weight that only truth carries. His training, his instincts, and his biases collided with undeniable reality. "Let me run your plate," he said, finally taking out his radio. Naomi remained steady. The results came quickly. Her registration was valid, her vehicle clean, and her identity confirmed. "Ma'am, I owe you an apology," Reed said, his voice sincere now. "I shouldn't have jumped to conclusions." Naomi's expression softened, not with triumph, but with grace. "We all have our moments, Officer Reed. What matters is what we do after. Learn, correct, and move forward. That's how we serve the public. Truthfully, honorably." As Reed nodded, Naomi could see him processing the lesson. That courage wasn't always about confrontation, but often about humility and integrity. Word of the incident spread quickly. A bystander had recorded part of the interaction and posted it online. Comments poured in. Outrage, support, and reflection. Naomi's calm professionalism became a quiet inspiration. She returned to her duties, not seeking recognition, but knowing that one moment of truth could ripple far beyond a single street in Los Angeles. Reed reflected privately on the encounter. He had approached Naomi with suspicion, but he left with a renewed respect for patience, dignity, and the power of accountability. Days later, Naomi received a message from Reed. It was simple. Thank you. I needed that reminder. I'll do better. Naomi smiled softly. It wasn't about accolades or heroism. It was about reinforcing a fundamental principle that respect, honesty, and integrity could change minds and lives. The city moved on, cars honked, sirens blared, and the sun continued to rise over the skyline. But for those who witnessed Naomi stand, even briefly, a quiet lesson had been imparted. Courage is measured not in conflict, but in steadfast truth. As she drove off into the morning, Naomi thought of her own journey, of the time she had been judged unfairly, underestimated, and challenged. And she knew that every encounter, every moment of confrontation held the potential to teach, inspire, and transform. Naomi Brooks didn't just prove her identity that day. She reminded everyone around her that dignity, courage, and integrity are stronger than fear, prejudice, and assumptions. Every one of us encounters moments where we can choose grace over anger, truth over judgment, and courage over complacency. Naomi's story is a testament to that. So the next time someone doubts you, remember your worth, or questions your integrity, stand tall. Hold your ground, speak your truth, and inspire the world with your courage. And if you've been inspired by Naomi's story today, don't forget to subscribe for more real life stories of courage, justice, and inspiration, because every story matters and every act of integrity has the power to change lives.